What's up guys, welcome back to another video. On this channel I talk a lot about organic marketing, namely about ASO, different tactics you can use to drive installs to your app or your game when you do not have a big budget. However, I do realize that we are all on different stages of our game dev journey, and sometimes when we're talking about ASO, what works for me might not work for someone who has their very first game or app that is about to be released. So this video I want to cover basically for all of you guys out there who are new to the space, who are just about to launch their first app or game, and obviously you don't have any budget, you don't have an email list for your launch, you don't have any money to spend. So this is actually for you, and the best way to actually move the needle in terms of installs from the very beginning, which is very important. So when you release a game, obviously in my experience, the initial release is quite important, especially in terms of ASO and ranking. So you want to do what you can to kind of give it as much of a boost as possible. So I'm going to be going over a strategy that you can use for your new app or your game without any basic resources to launch. So typically, if I were to launch a new game now, I would use different strategies. Like I would put it on pre-order, then I would go to my email list and then kind of get everyone's attention, get them to pre-order it, build up a lot of momentum in the beginning, so when it does launch you get as many installs as you can as possible, and that tends to kind of boost your ASO ranking straight off the bat. But obviously for this strategy, taking into consideration that you don't have any email lists, you don't have any experience or anything like that, so you kind of want to start ranking for keywords straight away just to get on Apple's algorithm and try and build it up that way. I do want to state with this strategy and all ASO strategies, you do need some patience and consistency if you do want to see results, especially because it's kind of like a snowball effect. It starts off small and then it rolls and rolls into something big. So yeah, you do need to be a bit patient with these type of ASO strategies. One of the biggest problems I see with new developers launching their games, for example, if you have a basketball game that you want to launch, typically what they will do is they will kind of start thinking about all keywords related to basketball, and almost 90% of the time all of those keywords are kind of high popularity, which means they have high traffic. They also have very high competition, and what ends up happening is you never really move the needle in terms of keyword rankings, because you never actually get on Apple's algorithm. It's pretty much like you don't exist. So this strategy, basically, it's better to actually go after less competitive keywords. Obviously, they're going to have way less traffic, but in the beginning, it's really important to kind of register on Apple's algorithm any type of keyword ranking. So even if they don't have a lot of competition in the beginning, a lot of traffic in the beginning, you will kind of build up, and remember that snowball effect. You will be able to rank for more popular keywords later on down the line. But it's important to start ranking for any keywords in the beginning. So this is why longer tail keywords are better to go after, just because that is a lot less competition for them. And when you add them up in your keyword fields, and there's different hacks, like you can add them in the Spanish Mexico localization that kind of doubles up your keywords and your title. So you can use all of them, and if you're ranking for, say, 5 or 6 of them, that's a lot better than ranking for no big keywords. So at least you're going to get some sort of traffic, you can get the ball rolling, and that's going to kind of spark your journey on the Apple algorithm, and then you can slowly upgrade and rank for more higher competition keywords from there. So ultimately, you're basically going after the scraps that nobody else wants, but at the end of the day, if you eat enough of those scraps, you're going to get full. So that's just my analogy and how I look at it. And yeah, we'll dive into my computer. I'll show you some examples. So one of my favorite tools to use for keyword research is Sensor Tower. and they do have a free version which I use, so it's 100% free. So if we look here at basketball game, which if you have a new basketball game, this would be a terrible keyword to go after, just because, yeah, it's got high traffic, but it's got very high difficulty. And the most important thing is, look at how many iPhone apps are trying to rank for these for this keyword. So you are way better off looking at less competitive keywords like Flick Basketball Arcade. So that's, again, it's a longer tail keyword, and you can see here the traffic is only 0.5 and the difficulty is 6.7, but I tend to ignore the difficulty score and look more at how many iPhone apps there are ranking for this. So you can see there's only 97 apps ranking for this. So there's a good chance if you build a good quality app and you get good ratings, there's a good chance that you will rank in the top 10 for this keyword. So you just basically want to stuff all of these keywords into your keyword field, into your subtitle, your title, in the Spanish Mexico localization, and you want to build up momentum that way. So remember, it's all about building momentum slowly. In the beginning, it is very difficult to move that needle. So this is the best strategy. This is what I use in the beginning, ranking for less competitive keywords, but a lot of them, and then they all add up over time. And then once you start getting more ratings and reviews, and then you can start ranking for higher, more popular keywords. So I hope you guys enjoyed that, and just remember, stay consistent. It is a patience game when you do not have a lot of marketing dollars to spend. So if you did enjoy that video, I'd appreciate you smashing the like button, subscribe if you do enjoy this kind of content, and then I will see you on the next one. Stay safe and peace out.